Welcome to the Obviously Rare podcast. How y'all doing? I just want to give love and support to y'all up front. Those of you who have been rocking with me since day one, I appreciate y'all. Those of you who just found the channel, the podcast, I appreciate y'all too. The Obviously Rare podcast. I am your host, Michael T. Porter, and I have another bomb podcast episode for y'all. But before I begin, y'all hit that like button, that subscribe button, that share button, hit that notification bell so you know when I am dropping Obviously Rare podcast, y'all. I'm gonna take this thing up to heights. You know how you set a mark? I'm gonna take this podcast past that mark because I honestly feel like what I'm saying and what I'm bringing to the game can change somebody's life. It's all about change. It's all about growth. It's all about getting to that next level. It's all about trials and tribulations. Pain will be your friend if you're trying to be great. And that's what makes us rare. We understand the sacrifices, the pain, the struggle, and constantly facing our challenges, looking at our challenges, and overcoming that mofo every single time in our own right and in our own space. And something that Jason Whitlock needs to overcome is his hatred for black folks. Now, I'm hard on the nigga's ass, but Jason Whitlock really hate black folk. Damn. Jason Whitlock was absolutely disgusted, absolutely disturbed, absolutely flabbergasted at Serena Williams Crip walking on Crip. I'm from that mighty West Coast and them gang banging ass niggas. It's the whole state. It's not just LA. I want y'all to clearly understand it's not just LA. Sacramento is up there. When I was coming up, it was gangs everywhere. Gangs, gang banging. Throw your setup, gangs. In Oakland, there's cliques, gangs. You know, it's all the same. You're a bunch of niggas doing a whole bunch of nigga activities, right? And Jason Whitlock was he was appalled that they called Serena Williams, The View, Whoopi Goldberg and them, and the black culture said that Serena Williams Crip walking was an example of black excellence. I got a couple of videos I want to play for y'all, and I'm going to be right back with you to give you my opinion. Let's get it.
Black and Puerto Rican. And then you have, and we could have played a clip where Whoopi Goldberg starts out the defense of Serena Williams, but this is a black woman who has intentionally taken on a Jewish identity to advance her career. So despite what you may have seen in The Color Purple, Whoopi Goldberg has made it real clear what culture she wants to be associated with while being on TV pretending like I'm here, I'm Mrs. Malcolm X, I'm Betty Shabazz. Not true. Ask Ted Danson. She's not Betty Shabazz. She may be Becky, but she ain't Betty. and so I was sitting there stunned. National TV show that represents the point of view of women, and everybody seemed to be in agreement like, hey, Crip walking and gang culture, no one wants to deal with the negative part of that. This is a celebration, an homage to where she grew up, and it's the excellence of black culture. Crip walking? And I'm just, can they honestly believe this? Or is this just what they have to say to survive on television? I believe yesterday, Sonny Holston and Whoopi Goldberg, they're talking about Serena Williams and the halftime show and Serena Williams Crip walking and what was she doing out there? Was she trolling Drake, or was this just some homage to Compton and blah, blah, blah? Let's play that clip and then we'll start our conversation.
Serena Crip walking was really about what happened to her when she did the same Crip walk after she beat Sharapova in the 2012 Olympics. She did that Crip walk then, and it was on Wimbledon grass, and everyone said that it was disrespectful. So for Serena, because she was dancing, so she was doing a Crip walk, which is
disrespectful to who? The grass?
it was disrespectful. They actually, she took a lot of criticism for doing that.
Really?
And so when you look at Serena's comments, what she was doing was being her authentic self, an homage to her roots from Compton, and it was black joy and black excellence. You've got the greatest female athlete of all time coming
all
out
you can think
and
of
enjoying
is her
herself.
ex-boyfriend.
Yeah, it wasn't about Drake at all.
I don't understand. Well, why would you even think it was? Why would you think
the song
she's
is
not
about
smart?
Drake, though.
Yeah, but that wasn't about
That was not about Drake. That was about. She got a chance to do something she wanted to do, and she went and did it. And instead of saying, "Damn, that was kind of great," you bringing it back to some old stuff that she is.
She's happily married.
She's happily married.
Yeah.
Why you? What?
My honest 2 cents, and I absolutely love her. I think she's an inspiration to so many women. I was like, oh, okay, she's been married since like my husband and I got together. Why would she care to get in on this like dissing Drake thing? But then I dug deeper. Drake's been coming at her in songs and her marriage for years. Like he's taken digs at her husband, the founder of Reddit.
She doesn't care.
But my point being, it's not. I don't even know that it counts as petty when somebody's been deeply petty to you and you're just clapping back.
Yeah.
You just said take the high road in the last segment.
Oh, I know, but then I got not when you're Serena Williams.
Exactly. But again, this was not about Drake. Serena posted on X, "I did not Crip walk like that at Wimbledon. I would have been fined." This was about Serena being her authentic self and
was
being
her.
the essence of black culture.
Would y'all like my opinion? Would y'all like some of this obviously rare podcast commentary? Well, of course you. That's why your ass is here. Let me clear my throat a little bit because we're about to get deep into this. Hold on. Tea still warm. Listen. Coming up in Gangland, California, everybody's gang banging. Black folks gang banging. Asian homies gang banging. Samoan gang bangers. Tongan gang bangers. Hawaiian gang bangers. White boys gang banging. Everybody gang banging. Latinos, Mexicans, El Salvadorians. Everybody was gang banging. God damn. Killer Cali, California. Cali is what? Cali is active. From the politics to the gangs to the prison. Oh, they were locking up so many men in California. It was just crazy. That's why I ran to the murder capital, New Orleans. Yes, I did. A lot of you would say, well, damn, what's a nigga to do? Why'd you run to the murder capital? Well, truth be told, there is no 250 without New Orleans. New Orleans has made me move to New Orleans. And it was just as trifling as California. So this is the American. It's not just a Cali, Louisiana thing. It's not just gangland and the murder capital thing. This is a disease throughout the United States. And Serena Williams, as you guys heard, she didn't really grow up in Compton. She bounced around. She was born in Michigan. Then they shipped her off to Florida to play tennis. So she really doesn't even know about Compton. And her sister was killed by gang members. So this is why I was confused, because I know about this because the rapper Game, the Game from LA, from Compton, he dedicated one of his songs to Serena Williams, the Williams family. Her sister was killed by some Crips. Crip. Black. I don't know why black people, why. I can't even say black people. America as a whole is just corrupt. It's filthy. It's ground. No matter how much money you get, we always have to be dangerous. We always have to be on edge. And I do believe no matter how much money you have, you still have to be dangerous. But do you have to be ignorant? No matter how much money you have. That's why you have multi-millionaires acting hood because it's this fear of looking soft. I think it's just a fear of looking soft. Because in America, if you soft, you're going to get raped, whether you're a man or a woman. Somebody going to try to go up in your butt. If you soft in prison, they're going to try to go up in your butt, go up in your mouth. take turns on your butt. If you soft, if you're a woman, even our women are gangsters. Because, you know, women, you know, there's a lot of creeps. There's a lot of demonic people. And I don't, to a degree, I don't even blame our American women for being so tough and being thugged up. These dudes are creeps. They're trying to go up in her butt too. So what is she supposed? That's why I am an advocate. I want you to be very clear. Women are the weaker of the species, and I treat them as such. And I love them with all my heart. Y'all know I love y'all. And I apply that masculine energy. I apply that direction. I apply that guidance on y'all because y'all need it. Y'all crave it. And it feels good to me that I'm helping God's daughters get to paradise in this messed up ass world. They need men, right? But I may come off harsh sometime on women, but I am an advocate for women having guns. I am up for having guns, for having knives, for having tasers, for having mace, bear mace, pepper spray. Keep them niggas off your ass, ladies. Black ladies, white ladies, all of God's daughters. I hope that you have something on you. Get you a lawyer, take some training classes, and you defend yourself. Absolutely, you have the right to defend yourself. But it's thugged out. Whatever the reason is, it's thugged out. Thugged out. You got elderly people throwing up gang signs. Everybody's throwing up gang signs. You got people at the nursing home. Let's say they're on the East Ward. You know, that's where all the crazies be at. The East Ward. That's where the borderline crazy. You're not crazy enough to go to the mental hospital, but you're crazy enough to be put in that ward. It's a section in the elderly home. It's in a dark part of the convalescent home, the old folks home. It's dark. It's a lot of spider webs. It's a lot of creepy noises. And them mofos coming out of there throwing up the East Ward. That's where all the crazies at. Papa, shut your ass up. It's crazy. And I see why older people gangbang. Is Serena representing the black culture, the gang culture, or is she representing America? Because these young folk, they be doing old folks dirty. I heard about them prison stories. I heard about the prison stories, how the youngsters be doing them elderly men bad and up in there. Whoo! Be either elderly man, he can't defend himself. They say they were eating off that man's plate. He sat down. He said this elderly man sat down. He's out. The guy that was being interviewed. He said, "Yeah, man, I sat down. You know, I'm just watching my surroundings, and this man, he's a man about late 70s. You know, late 70s. He sat down, and the youngster said, "Man, give me that." Took the old man's cornbread. Took the old man's mashed potatoes. Took the old man's I think they had ham that day. No, it had chicken. It was a good day. They took his chicken, his cornbread, and his mashed potatoes. They didn't want the green beans. They took all the good stuff and his little cookie or brownie, whatever sweets they had. That old man couldn't defend himself. He said, they told that old man, "You move, I'm going to bust your ass." And the old man had to give it up. So now this old man is starving. Woo! The old man is starving because he can't defend himself no more in prison. The youngster's taking the food off his plate. You have some demonic people. So I understand America. I understand Black America, why we looking over your shoulder. I understand where everybody got a gun. Children got guns. Teachers got guns. Bus drivers got guns. Civilians got guns. Gangsters got guns. Secret services got guns. Police got guns. CIA got guns. FBI got guns. Everybody got guns. The DEA got the DEA got guns. ATF got guns. The military got guns. Everybody got some on their hip to keep somebody off their ass. But Jason Whitlock cannot stand black folks. Ooh, he believed that the white race, and I'm gonna get on Jason Whitlock ass too. This nigga believed that the white folks are such great people. No, they ain't. There's a lot of rich white people on drugs. There's a lot of middle class people on drugs. There's a lot of poor white trash on drugs. Why is he talking about the white folks who ain't doing so good financially, who keep having children that they can't afford? Why is he talking about that? Why is he talking about white folks that complain about black folks, complaining about them? Why isn't he telling me there's a lot of white folks that are homeless? How did you get there? There's a lot of white folks who can't manage money. There's a lot of white folks that are not doing good in life because of the decisions that they have made. Why isn't they talking about that? There's homeless people, all homeless white folks everywhere. There's white folks in corporate America. They have screwed over millions of poor people. Why are you talking about the corruption within the white community? Why don't you talk about the drug use in the white community? Why does he talk about the murder? Because I know it's going on in the white communities. It's just not highlighted. It's just not as interesting because there's no rap music behind it. I've done tons and tons and tons of stories of corrupt white police officers. I've done stories of tons and tons of upper middle class white couples killing each other off for that life insurance policy. Why aren't you talking about that? I've covered the stories. So Jason Whitlock, he's another one. He's just a miserable, out of breath ass nigga. And I'm not knocking him because he's calling out the BS. I'm gonna call the BS out on black folk. And that's one of the reasons why, like, you know, it's sad that we have so much brainwashing amongst black men. Now I'm talking to the black men. I got on Jason Whitlock. Jason Whitlock, you're just a bitter old man. A lot of people, I don't know the man. He just seems bitter. Like, he just never seems happy. Like me right now. Y'all can tell my energy. I'm turned up. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to get it in. I'm running 3 channels. I'm doing it big, baby. So much life. There's so much life out here. There's so much I want to do in my life before God calls me home. I know I can be trifling at times. I know that I have my own demons I have to fight, but I'm doing all that I can every day to fight the demons I need to fight, calling on God, calling on Christ. But even when I'm fighting, you got to have some joy. It's like, no, God, I need to stop acting a fool. I need to get my life together. I'm trusting you. You know, I don't see no inspiration with this man. And me, I'm at the point in life, you know, that's why I do the podcast, because I can help y'all from a distance. But there's a lot of miserable people. And I can't, right now, I'm on the come up. If you're on the come up, you have to love people at a distance so you get to where you at, to where you absolutely have control over your life with God's authority. Because at the end of the day, he's in control, right? So at the end of the day, it's all about control and God controlling your life and trusting him. But control as far as, you know, you're taking responsibility, you're taking care of your business, your kids are okay. It's all about challenging yourself and pushing yourself to the next limit. These are the things I can control. I can control my weight. I'm going to the gym. See, when God start pouring all these wonderful things on your spirit, on your mind, and you have the absolute understanding that you get one life, you get one, you got to begin to move different. All throughout the Bible, God warns Israel to stay away from certain people. And that doesn't mean you think you're better. That doesn't mean you think you're superior. It just means that I have to move different, because at this point in time, you have a lot of darkness that is consuming you, and that darkness will spill over into my spirit, because I'm going to spend all of my days, all of my hours, all of my minutes, all of my seconds trying to help you when I should have been helping myself, because I need help too. So it's all about balance. I believe even on the come up, you got to help those, but at the end of the day, it's self-preservation, because if you go under, who's going to grab you? And if you do got people that's going to grab you outside of God and Christ and the Holy Spirit, you got family members that's going to pick you up. That's a blessing. That's a blessing. But at the end of the day, you still got to hold your own, man. Grown adults, we got to hold our own with God's guidance. So when you have all of these things put into perspective, this is the light I'm talking about. So specifically, I gave you guys what the light is about. Your life is precious. Goals, putting God first. I don't see that with Jason Whitlock. Just sad. Even through my phone screen, through my TV, through my laptop, he just looks sad. He just looks so sad. So I'm like, you know, I got on Jason Whitlock. Now the black community. Now I'm not faulting him for calling out the black community. I'm faulting him for only calling out the black community when you're constantly projecting that white people are better. And like I said earlier, they're not. They trash too, just like niggas. So moving on to niggas, black folks, I think when I started seeing youngsters wear bonnets, young black men wearing bonnets, the black man, y'all gotta stop acting like men. It's the most beautiful thing. And a lot of black men believe acting like a man is being gangsters. Based off what I've seen, based off what's going on in these streets, the G in gangster is gay. If you don't believe me, Rico Reckless, he jumped out there and said that in Chicago, Cook County, he said these are the gangsters, these are the killers, these are the drillers. He said they're knocking each other out, and after a dude gets knocked out, all you hear is, and it was Ewald and Rico Reckless, they like homies, they brothers, they from Chicago, they were both interviewing with Vlad, and he said after they knock a dude out, the next thing you hear is, get that butt. And Rico Reckless was like, get the butt. And so it was funny, but it was demonic at the same time, because Ewald and Rico was like, what the hell? The first time they saw it, they were reliving the first time they witnessed somebody get knocked out, and they said, it's called Savage Life. They said, get that butt. And Rico was like, get the butt. Because Rico didn't know what was going on. Ewald didn't know what was going on. He said, like Rico said, I don't know where this gay shit came from, but this gangsters doing it. So they said, dude get knocked out, get that butt. So after they knock you out, they pull your pants down. This is what Rico Reckless said. If you a Chicago goon, don't come after me. If you a Chicago drill, this is what y'all's, one of the top drillers said out there was going on in Cook County. Gangsters are doing this. They're going to knock you out, pull your pants down, pull your drawers down, physically put their hands on your butt. After they knock you out, they're going to put their hands on your butt, open your butt, and then spit a loogie in your booty to make it seem like you got raped. Because now they say if any man has bodily, I guess in the Cook County, any man that has bodily fluid between their anal cavity, they consider that rape. They're gonna do an investigation. And Rico Reckless said, nah, you a bitch, because they knocked you out, they pull your pants down, they pull your drawers down, and spit in your booty. Fredo Bang said out there in Louisiana, they knock dudes out, pull your pants down, pull your drawers down, and put a finger up your butt. Now, going back to all this, y'all stay with me. Going back to the pivot. Most black men think that being a man is being gangster. I am not a gangster. I am a king. First off, I am a man, and on my best days, every day, I carry myself like a king. I want y'all to understand this. Fredo Bang said they knock you out, pull your pants down, pull your drawers down, open up your ass, and put a finger up your butt. They finger bang you, right? Just put a finger in this. So that's some gay stuff, right? Because there is no circumstance where I need to pull down another man's pants, for one. There's no circumstance to where I have to pull another nigga's pants down and then put my finger up his butt. So you're gay, right? Because anytime you touch another man's, anything that's sexual, any type of body part, what you touching on a man for? Because if you put your finger up there, what's gonna stop you from putting your tongue up there, or your eggplant up there? What's gonna stop you from going up in that man's butt? You already put a finger up there. That's what I'm saying. A lot of these dudes think these gangsters are like, men just being tough. Yeah, that's some. I'm not that tough. Kings, I'm a king. Time to get violent. Cut a nigga head off. Keep pushing. You don't cut a nigga head off and then pull off his garments, to strip him from his sword, remove his shield, remove his tunic. You don't remove all his armor, turn the warrior over, and then say two gladiators. You never seen it. Well, then maybe they did it in Rome, because Rome, that homosexual shit was hot and heavy. You chop his head off and then take off all his battle armor and then put a finger up his butt. No, you just cut his head off, or you pierce his body with your sword, let him bleed out, and you go on to the next battle. That's the type of stuff I be on. I'm not with none of that stuff. So a lot of our kids, they be thinking these dudes be coming home from prison. They be thinking these dudes are solid. And a lot of the OGs, they were terrified of prison. I'm talking about these are straight up killers. They're coming home from prison. Stay out that place. Stay out that place. Stay out that place. Stay out that place. But the news media has glorified it. They have glorified it. The demons in the spiritual war, in the spiritual realm, they're using tactics, the media, the music, advertising and stuff. That's what Jason Whitlock. That's why I say I'm not getting on Jason Whitlock, because he's pointing out certain flaws in their perspective about life. Black culture, gang culture. They're lying. Back there, they are raping, they are killing. These are demons back there. And not only just the inmates, you gotta deal with the correctional officers. These are demons too. These men don't have nothing, and you're gonna kick a man while he's down. That's what their job is to do, is to kick you while you're already down. The black culture got some issues, but at the same time, there's a lot of black folks handling their business. Shout out to all the black folks handling their business. Shout out to all the black parents raising their children the right way, because y'all never get that shine. I don't have any kids, but I just want to always, when I get the opportunity, I like to give a shout out to all the black parents who never get that shine, because we're always talking about the drillers, we're always talking about the killers, we're always talking about transgender black children, we're always talking about Dwayne Wade and his son, we're always talking about celebrities. I want to talk about this, the everyday parent out there grinding, getting married, building their own little empire. Shout out to all the black parents, and shout out to all the parents, goddammit. We got work to do. Obviously, we're a podcast. We got work to do. But y'all flood my comments. What do y'all think about Jason Whitlock going after Serena Williams for Crip walking at the Super Bowl 250, capital G? Obviously, we're a podcast. I'm gone.